Hi guys, it's Erland here again today. I'm going to show you the rest of my lasius colonies because I just made a video on my lasius nigers and CF niger. So if you remember in one of my last videos before the hibernation, I showed you two colonies and two queens. One was lasius flavus, this species right here, and the other one was lasius niger. Well, I said lasius niger, but it's more of a lasius CF niger since it's not exactly confirmed unless you have like a microscope, basically. So yeah, today, so if you notice my last video on them, my lasius flavus, she didn't have any. Well, she died. That species died. And this queen here, if you notice, she still has her wings. Well, wing. And one thing I really want to address is, and I find it a really common misconception in the keeping community, is that people say if it still has its wings, it's not fertilized. Now that's not necessarily true. It's an indicator, but it doesn't mean anything for certain. See here, my queen has wings, and from the rest of the indicators I find, she seems to be fertilized. There's a multitude of things that will show you that it's likely fertilized. One is wings. If it has wings, it might be fertilized. If it doesn't have wings, it's likely not to be. It's likely fertilized. It doesn't mean that it is for certain though. Keeping eggs and stuff like that in batches, in groups, all together, that's an indicator to fertility. Not certain, but it's an indicator. Often cleaning themselves and their abdomen, where they just mated, their ovipositor. Yeah, if they keep cleaning that a lot, it's an indicator to fertility. Doesn't mean for certain though. I've had infertile queens who did that a lot without wings and had few eggs and kept it in a little batch. As you could see in my last video, the two queens that I showed you were actually infertilized. As one of their pupae were much larger than they should have been, and one of them produced a male before they died. So they were confirmed and fertilized. So I wanted to address that. That's just a very common misconception, and I really find it annoying, to be honest. When people end up telling other people that, oh yeah, your queen's not fertilized, so you may as well let it go. I would say keep it. Don't just throw it out. Don't let it go just because it doesn't have its wings. I mean, just because it has its wings, it doesn't mean anything really. You can see this queen here. She has a larvae. It's actually moving itself right now. It's kind of cool. She has eggs, if you can see them. More larvae. I caught her this August. Last month. Yeah, it was a month ago, right? Yeah, almost a month ago. Almost exactly a month ago. Because I believe I caught her on the 23rd. Wait, was that yesterday? I'm not sure. Anyway, from the 20th to 23rd. So it might have been over a month. And you can see she still has her larvae. No pupa yet. Workers. Flavus takes takes a little bit longer to grow than lasius niger, alienus, samophilius, pletithorax, all of those, which are quite common. Oh my god, voice crack. I want to show you how yellow she is. Let me just get a side angle there. Sorry for blur. Yeah, here you go. Oh, yeah, you can see she's feeding her brood right now. Oh god, oh no. I have a second queen lined up to show you. But yeah, you can see she's a yellow abdomen, yellowish face, yellow legs. Alright, so now I'll show you my next queen. Another thing I find quite annoying is when people see a black lasius ant, they almost always call it lasius niger in Europe, which is not at all correct. As you can see here, the test tube has been rolled around a little bit, there you go. As you can see here, this looks exactly like lasius niger, but it's actually not, it's lasius alienus, which is identifiable by it having no erect hairs on the tibia and scape, and no hairs on the propydural spiracle. As you can see here, she has plenty of pupae and eggs and larvae and stuff like that. You can see, if you look really closely, just down there somewhere, just beside the little cotton ball, there's a little larvae moving. And to be honest, it could be spinning a cocoon. Yeah, so this species was caught on the exact same day as Lasius flavus, and you can see here, she has pupae. Her brood has grown faster, even though they laid about the same time. Look at her. She's checking out her eggs. I really like Lasius, to be honest. I think it's a very underrated genus. To beginners, I've seen most beginners really enjoy them, but it's more. Let me see if this will work. And not really. To beginners, they're quite popular, but to more experienced keepers, I find them much less popular. Because it's just too boring or whatever. I kind of think it's a bit stupid, because I really like Lasius, and I think that they, even though they're common, they are very fun to keep. I enjoy keeping them a lot. I think that they're quite active and great. They're probably one of the best beginner ants, just because I wouldn't hardly call anything a beginner species, because a lot of variabilities, but still, yes. So, but they're easy to keep, very, very easy to keep, and very hardy species. So, yeah. Anyway, it's been about 8 minutes, so I will probably have to end the video now. And I'll update you, actually, when she gets workers, because that should be in a few weeks. Maybe 1 or 2 weeks. So yeah, see you guys.